Should Alex Volkanovski fight Charles Oliveira? That's the question, and I wanted to do a quick talk about it. It's going around in the internet ever since Volkanovski beat Max Holloway for the third time this past weekend at UFC 276. At the end, in the post-fight interview, he alluded to going for the lightweight title, which is the 155 division title, which is basically right now vacant because Charles Oliveira is the reigning king. He is he was the last champion, and he lost it. He was stripped of that title because he couldn't make weight. He couldn't make 155. Nonetheless, the discussions going around, and people want to see, from what I read, they want to see Alex Volkanovski fight Charles Oliveira, and I think it's a bad idea, and I'll tell you why. First of all, kudos to Alex Volkanovski. I think he's one of the best champions ever. He's so well-rounded, humble, classy. Like I said, well-rounded, great ground game, great stand-up skills, very fast, very quick, good chin on him, smart, good ring control, great coaching, great corner he has, surrounding himself by the right people. And he has cleaned out his division. He has beat savages like Brian Ortega, like the Korean Zombie, Jose Aldo, Max Holloway 3 times. 3 times he has beat Max Holloway. I didn't think a third fight was needed, but it happened. Max Holloway worked his way up again to facing Volkanovski. He got his wish. He couldn't make it happen. So Volkanovski right now is looking up. He wants to challenge himself, and he wants to beat the champion at 155, and everybody still thinks of Charles Oliveira as the champion, obviously. Meanwhile, in his own division, Volkanovski is kind of ignoring, for example, Josh Emmett, who is on a winning streak. He's working his way up to a title fight, but UFC kind of like is ignoring Emmett, because maybe they don't see him as a threat to Volkanovski at this point, and I could understand why they would think so. But my point is, there are challenges still in the division for Volkanovski, but he has looked so dominant that people actually see him challenging somebody like Charles Oliveira. Now let's put it in context. Let's put it in perspective. To cite an example, Alex Volkanovski fought Brian Ortega. It was a great fight, very competitive fight. Brian Ortega was this close to submitting Alex Volkanovski with a mean guillotine. Volkanovski toughed it out. He got out of it. But my point is, he almost got submitted. Charles Oliveira is the bigger guy. He struggles to make 155. That's why he got stripped of the title, actually. He's a bigger guy. Every time I seen him fight Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler, the guy looks huge. He looks big. Not only has he improved with his stand-up, not only is he resilient, tough to knock out, tough to put away. He comes back. He has a great gas tank, but he's also one of the most feared grapplers in MMA. He's a much better grappler than Brian Ortega. So I see him, I'm not going to say easily, but I see him submitting Alex Volkanovski. Just by the fact that he's bigger. Size in this case does matter, despite people not thinking. He will be a lot bigger than Volkanovski. All that aside, also let's talk about what Oliveira wants. At this point, Oliveira, from what I read, from what I've seen, he's chasing a money fight. He wants to fight Conor McGregor. Good on him, and I understand. If you have a money machine like Conor McGregor, who really doesn't merit a title fight, even though pundits and the media, they're always trying to insert Conor McGregor in title pictures. He really doesn't deserve a title fight, but he brings in money. So I understand that Charles Oliveira, before retiring, he could benefit from a money fight against Conor McGregor. The thing is, Conor McGregor, I don't see him trying to cut weight. I don't see him coming back to 155. I think he prefers to fight at 170 at this point. So those are things that are going against Charles Oliveira, but that's what he's aiming for. He's going for a money fight. Not only that, but he hasn't really cleaned out his division yet. He still has Islam Makhachev, who is the #1 contender at this point. And from all indications, he doesn't want to face Islam Makhachev. He talks around Islam Makhachev. He and I think he understands that Islam Makhachev is the most dangerous opponent he has right now. He is the anti-grappler. He has a chin, Islam Makhachev does. He has good defense in the stand-up. He's very dominant on the ground. And I see him dominating Charles Oliveira on the ground, actually. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but that's the way I picture it. So, but right now, Charles Oliveira doesn't want to face Islam Makhachev. He also has Dariush down the line, waiting on the wings for his shot at the title too. So all those things are moving parts in this discussion, So I don't see it happening. And from Volkanovski's side, it looks good. It looks good that he's aiming for the bigger champion. For Charles Oliveira, doesn't look good to challenge the smaller champion, unless he wants to be a double champ and the 145 and the 155 champion. But if he's struggling to make 155, he's not going to go to 145. So there's a lot of things that are not, they're not happening. They're not matching. There's a lot of moving parts that it would be a miracle. Besides all of that, besides all those difficulties, besides all those hurdles, it's just it's not a good fight. It sounds exciting, yes. Anything could happen in MMA, yes. That's a factor. Anything could happen, but just it doesn't look. The optics are not good for Volkanovski to face Oliveira. It's just not the right time. The time right now, the timing is wrong for it. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents and shim in and make you guys understand what's going on. Maybe there's something I'm missing, because and I understand Volkanovski is looking great. He's looking dominant, but he's not gonna look dominant against a dominant champion like Charles Oliveira, who's right now has reached another level. He's peaking right now. He's the main man right in the 155 division right now. Anyways, those are my 2 cents, guys. Thanks for listening to me. Give me likes, dislikes, subscribe to my channel if you have done so. Thank you, and till next time, okay? Peace.